All right, hope everybody's having a great Labor Day weekend. This is the video for the watch list for Tuesday, September 5th. And you can see the SPY just kind of up near all-time highs again, very narrow range on Friday. And, it was a low volume week, but actually pretty good volume on Thursday. So we'll see what happens this week. It's a 4-day week. Oftentimes you get a lower volume week whenever it's attached to a holiday. So, keep that in mind. Don't bet the farm on anything. Quick reminder, there's less than 2 weeks now till our final day trading course of 2017. It's on September 16th. It's about 11 hours, so you better bring a lunch if you signed up. If you haven't signed up, there's an amazing sale. And this is also the last time, once the course gets here, we're also not going to offer a lifetime membership anymore in 2017. And we're actually offering it for less than a 1 year right now. So please go to the website and check out these sales because they're only going to be around a little bit longer. And we'd like to see a lot of people show up for the course. We've got nothing but great feedback on it. And like I said, it's intense. It's 11 full hours. You can watch it as many times as you want after attending, or even if you can't make it, you'll have access to it forever, as many times as you want to watch. And we have a lot of members that took the course and study it every weekend, and those are the ones that we're watching excel. So keep that in mind. So anyway, SPY back up near all-time highs. Here is the list I've compiled for Tuesday. Big volume spike on Friday for TIS. It's a lower float stock. It's worth watching. Keep in mind, this big volume push here still wasn't a million shares. Tell you how thin that thing is. But we might have a follow-through day, so I think it's worth watching. NVCN got a late day pop. Well, sorry, a midday pop, and I think a halt actually on Friday. And then when it came out of the halt, rallied some more. So we want to watch that one. Certainly big volume for that stock, 4.9 million shares. Was a high flyer back here. We'll see if we get a red to green in that one on Monday. IPWR got a nice volume spike for that stock. Had a big rally back here, went to up over 3, and just nice volume day up into the 200 day, and then got rejected by it. But this might catch some momentum again on Tuesday. A lot of times you get a big rally, and the 3-day weekend's coming, and then people say, you know what? I don't want to hold this over the weekend. So that still looks good to me for a potential trade on Tuesday. NAO, nice breakout of a long range here on extra volume. So we'll see if that one can continue. FSNN, really big rally, 2 days lower. I still think it needs to come in another day, but you never know. Sometimes they get momentum and go. Kind of the same thing with LINU. It made a really nice move from like $1 to almost 250, and it's come in for a couple days. This is actually getting closer to that buy zone that I like between the 8 and 20 day. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that one. USG, I'll tell you what, there's another hurricane headed to my neck of the woods, headed to Florida. So USG got a huge pop on Hurricane Harvey. They make, I want to say sheetrock, but sheetrock is a brand name, much like Kleenex for facial tissue. So they make gypsum wallboard, which is basically sheetrock as we all know it. And I imagine they're going to need a whole bunch of that over the next, couple years probably in Texas. And so that's what sparked this run on USG. And you got a couple red days now. I'd love to see a down day on Tuesday, and then maybe a turn down here. But anyway, that one's certainly worth watching, especially with another hurricane approaching the United States. So keep that one on watch. OHGI had this big spike. Let's see, this would have been Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday, a couple lower days and on lower volume. And if it's going to turn up, it better do it pretty soon because I don't like round trips, so we'll watch that one. PYDS is what I meant to type there. Big rally, and then tried to rally right out of the gate. Now, we never take something right out of the gate after a big 2-day run and it opens. And I know there's guys out there that literally buy the opening tick, or they chase something right out of the gate the first minute. That's a terrible habit to reinforce. Well, I should say it gets reinforced if you ever do it, and it actually does work. So you should really have a method to trade the open, and we absolutely teach one in our course and in our chat room. And you cannot just jump in at the open. Any guy who's jumping in at the open is relying, anyone running a chat room anyway, is relying on his membership to push it higher for him. That is not a strategy. It's the same strategy as a coin flip, so keep that in mind. Having said that, I do like this big 2-day rally, and then I'll pull back on lower volume. Probably needs to come in another day to have a better looking chart, but doesn't mean it can't rally as early as Tuesday, right? So we'll watch it. IDXG has been on the list for many, many days in a row. You had this big pop, and it's just trending sideways. I'm looking for a rip through this flag, so we're going to keep our eyes on that one. BW just decimated here from like 10 bucks to down to $1.61. It has since bounced, gone sideways, and it's starting to head higher again. So we're going to see if that doesn't catch some upside momentum on Tuesday. It's worth watching. ATW got this big volume spike 2 days lower. I probably should have had that on Bounce Watch on Friday, and then a nice rally right back up to those highs from what that would have been Tuesday. Yeah. So this does look good over this kind of little flag here on the daily. BETR, this one's not that compelling, but you see this big volume spike here. If I go to 15-minute candles, you'll be able to see out of the blue, this thing's just grinding lower this day, which was August 30th. And out of the blue, it just takes off in the afternoon. And these are 15-minute candles, so it ran for about an hour. And really, since then, it's kind of flagging. So, when you go to the daily, you don't see much. But because of this intraday rally and the flag, I still think this is worth watching. That's BETR. And lastly, I have IPIs, plenty to watch, right? You can picture a trend line right here or a flag on the daily. This one, that's a pretty handsome flag, so we'll see if it can get up maybe over this 380 area. It might break out through 4. We'll see. Not in love with that one, but we're going to watch all of these, and we're going to look for some pre-market gappers as well. And we're going to trade them smart and then hopefully make some money on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend. We'll see everybody on Tuesday.